This is the Amitrace Podcast. I'm Tom White, and we are still live at the STN National Convention in Tampa, Florida, at the Tampa Convention Center. And I have a new friend, David, from South Florida. David and I were just talking about our podcast. David, tell us who you are, where you go to school, what are you doing?
Well, hello, everybody. My name is David Menezes. I'm from Cooper City High School, and I've been in the United States since 2013. In Cooper City, I usually just do podcasting. Sometimes I have to be behind a camera, and so far it's been a lot of fun. I've done TV broadcasting production, recently got into the CTV team, that's why we're here. And last year did STN's podcasting at individuals competition, got first place by meeting amazing people, and we love telling the story about everybody we meet. So that's how we got here today.
So cool. Tell me about your school program. What do you guys do there kind of day in and day out?
So in our school, we do a weekly show that's about maybe 3-4 minutes, and each week we'll do a news package. Teams will go out to maybe a local business, people, and just find interesting things to talk about. And so that might be like a jiu-jitsu place nearby, maybe a soul food restaurant, like we did in Missouri, ASB, just last year. And, well, a lot of these media competitions, they're really, really interesting because it gives us a chance to connect with new people. It gives us a chance to connect with the professionals and really get in touch with what we want to do in the future. I mean, me personally, I'm just doing this more of like a hobby because I'm really looking to get into dentistry. But it's super cool.
Awesome. And you came up and we were talking about the podcast table that we're using. And you had a lot of questions. And one of the things that I'll start with is, one of the things that we worked on was developing a workflow for the podcast that is super simple. The joke that's been going around is it's simple enough that your principal could work a podcast. So what were some of the questions you had about the table?
Right. So I was looking generally like the design. It's really, really minimalistic. I love like the shapes you have going on, and you were telling me about the wiring and how it's just so simple that it all looks really sleek. And I was also wondering, let's say, how easy would it be to all set up? And let's see, how long would it take you guys to set up in a new location?
The idea and the challenge that we were tasked with in developing the podcast table was that you wouldn't see any cables. So the podcast table will ship with your switcher already mounted in a box with your monitor and a cable coming out, and that cable will run to a pipe. And in the center of the table there'll be a 2-inch hole. That pipe will mount there. You'll put the nut in the bottom of it, tighten it down. It's a threaded pipe. And then all of the cables will come out of that mic, or out of that pipe. So instead of having to run across the table, you'll have 2 or 3 inches before you get into your mic boom arm. And then the same thing with the camera. The cameras will actually be mounted to that pipe. So it really is however long it takes you to really run that pipe, thread it up, and then run the cables to your final spot. So it's made to be kind of foolproof. That's the plan.
We'll see if it is, especially with I'm a little bit clumsy when it comes to cables, wiring, all of that. So
you'll be perfectly fine because everything will be labeled and color coded. So literally, you can't mess it up because there's 5 holes. 4 will be for your mic stands, and 1 is that center column.
Okay, well, I love the design going on, and awesome. This is going to be like an entire marketable kit that you guys are going to be having.
Yep, we're going to go to market with it in a couple of weeks, and really hope to put it in a lot of schools.
I know my school would love to have this.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, David. Thank you to TriCaster Mini S for their support of the Amitrace Podcast. We'll be back after a while with some more content.
Thank you so much for having me.